Adversity has the effect of eliciting talents which in prosperous circumstances would have lain dormant. All I could see was darkness and heaviness and limits, and I had it in my head that the more you could see, the more you could do. How to make a silver lining.
Julie Woods has written her own rules since going blind 12 years ago. And now she's turned them into a book to help other people cope with dramatic change in their lives. In the process of losing her sight, Julie recognised she had untapped talents. She set up her own business, calling it That Blind Woman, and she's marketing herself as an author, public speaker, and most recently, a life coach.
So, Tanya, is there something in your life that you'd really like to do, but there's a but there for you?
Maybe Julie can help me fine-tune my own life goals.
Well, there's a few things really. There just seems to be a lot that I don't get round to. I feel quite disorganised, really.
My dream is to write a book.
How long have you been thinking about this?
A very, very long time. Years. Yeah.
Nowadays, Julie draws on her own life experiences to help others. But when she first lost her sight, she could hardly help herself. She vividly remembers her lowest point.
I was already partially sighted. I had been since the age of 18. And when I was 31, I had this shimmering that started in my left eye and went into a haze and went into a blob. And then it went into my right eye. So within about 3 months, I'd lost my remaining vision.
The boys were really young when you lost your sight. How did you cope?
I didn't know how I was going to go about my, role as a mother and a wife, how I was going to do all the things that I needed to do. So it was very scary, yeah.
4 years later, Julie's husband left. Facing life on her own, she took a step that transformed her life.
I went out to the Foundation of the Blind and decided to learn Braille. And that was really empowering. So the Braille was a real key there in terms of not just being able to read again, but being able to set myself a goal, a fairly big one, and to go after it and to achieve it. So that was really positive.
It certainly made everyday tasks like cooking easier.
The Braille has helped me label my baking containers, so cocoa and coconut, corn flour, all those things that are a bit more difficult to identify unless you stick your finger in and lick it. Don't always want to do that with baking soda.
Julie approaches cooking the same way she does everything else, with loads of common sense.
It takes lots of practice and it's about adapting. I could cook before I went blind, so I just had to learn how to adapt my skills in the kitchen. But we have other senses. We've got our taste and our hearing and our smell and our touch. So while we don't have our vision, we have those other 4.
I think we're near the end of the process now. Well, I'll take this one here, not because it's the biggest one.
Right, it's because it's the closest.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's lovely.
Great.
You're really keen for other people with vision impairment to try cooking. Can you tell me about that?
Well, with the book that I'm writing, I want to establish a trust from some of the funds through that, and cooking without looking is something that I've done and see as a key to my independence.
The idea for the self-help book came when she was planning a celebration.
When I'd been blind for 10 years, I threw a party to say thank you to everyone who had helped me in my first 10 years as a blind person. And I thought, okay, I've been through this extraordinary change. What is it that I've learnt? The 3 that stand out for me, I'll come down to 3, then I might get it down to 1, are asking for help, set goals, and laugh at yourself.
And Julie's new partner, Ron, has helped her do all those things.
I'll just piece this thing together.
Ron is an artist, and he means fun.
Ron says it's Julie's vision of what life can offer that inspired him to make a series of Braille artworks.
He really supports me in what I do, and we believe in each other.
She inspires people. She inspired me with her attitude. I think she inspires lots of other people with her attitude.
For Julie, putting her disability in the spotlight is part of that.
A lot of people don't want to be defined by their disability, but you have chosen to. Why?
Well, I'm blind and I'm proud. From our
And
session, we
inspiring.
inspired and
She's
really
given me added motivation to write my own book.
Well, I could start this weekend, definitely.
Okay. Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
So you're going to get up on Saturday morning and you're going to do half an hour's writing.
Yes, I am.